How's everybody?
Good.
One thing before we get going, remember now we're closing practice, so anything about personnel, any way we're using people, I'd like to keep from going outside the gates, okay? And I'd also like to keep the injury stuff. If you ask injury stuff on the record, I'm happy to answer it, okay? But if we've got a guy that's just nicked, I'd rather keep it as in-house as we can. But I'll answer anything, and I'll answer it honestly and so forth. But as we close practice, as we get ready to game plan, I want to keep as much of this stuff in the gates as we can. Thank you for your cooperation. Good practice. We need more enthusiasm. We need to be loving that we're out here. I know we're tired. I know it's hot. It's going to be our hottest week, and that's a blessing given where we're headed in Kansas. So we'll get to go out there to the Rose Bowl in hopefully sweltering temperatures and to have a big time effort on Friday and then be absolutely ready and get tuned up for the Wildcats. It's going to be a big test for us. Questions?
Timetable on the surgery?
We got to let the swelling go down to get the surgery, but hopefully it'll be done by the end of this week.
Do you see him coming back this year?
I sure do. Absolutely. Yeah, hopefully we'll get him back late October, early November.
He didn't do much more in a black jersey than he was doing in a red jersey.
Yeah, he's still, they're nursing him. It's like always, but we'll see if we get more this afternoon.
So the change of jerseys meant?
Well, he did more. He just didn't do as much as we'd all like. We'll see how it goes this afternoon.
Is Jonathan Franklin a little bit ahead of Coleman now?
You know, I don't know exactly where we have those guys. I know that we're excited we have both of them. Both are important to us.
Malcolm Jones?
Malcolm's got a little bit of a tweaked ankle. Resting him for a couple days.
Tweaks, so it's in a boot?
Yeah, it's in a boot just so that it doesn't move and mobilize it. Expedites the healing, I'm told.
And Glenn Love in a red jersey?
Glenn Love had a stinger, so we're just trying to keep him out of contact, but he did everything. Yep.
How much is not having your first string center? You're doing a lot of shotgun. How much does that change up things?
It's a hardship. There's no question. I mean, we're a better team when Kai's with us, but he's not, so we have to figure out a way to be our best team without him. And Ryan Taylor did a great job today. Greg Capella's got to rise to the occasion, and we got to carry on.
You've been on him a lot.
Greg? Yeah. Absolutely, because I need him. I can't be patient with him.
With the progress Richard has made at quarterback, will this, will Kevin being back kind of stunt his growth? I mean, is that just what happens when you get your number one guy back?
Well, I don't think it'll. I don't think he'll regress if that's the question. No, I think he'll be fine. He's benefited from the reps, and we're a better team because of it. He played really well the other night, with the exception of maybe missing a couple of protections.
Are you expecting Jordan James back this week?
Very much so. He ran a little bit in early practice. I think he'll do a little bit more this afternoon. We'll see where we get him. I'm hopeful he'll scrimmage this weekend.
Having looked at the film, what jumped out at you from the other night?
Just a lot of good effort. Still tired legs, but a lot of good things on both sides of the ball. We have a chance to be a good team.
Did you see what happened that time?
Got rolled up into. He was blocking his guy. He had everything set, and Damian Holmes, who was making a great tackle from behind, got Derek Coleman by the legs and then rolled into the back of Kai's ankle, and just one of those unfortunate things.
Were there some standouts now that you saw the film from that scrimmage?
Yeah, there were some standouts. Anthony Barr, I thought, was terrific. I thought Nelson Rosario had a big night. Tony Dye had played really well. Akeem Ayers, in the brief time he was in there, played really well.
Eddie.
I thought Breho did a nice job. I thought there were a number of guys. Those are the guys that come to mind right now.
When Eddie Williams comes back,
he'll be back this afternoon.
He'll plug in at left guard?
I think we'll have him at the right guard, and Sav probably move over to the left guard. That's my initial thought.
Now that Baca's been downgraded or upgraded, whatever, to the fracture, is there a timetable on his return?
I sure hope as soon as possible, and I hope we get good news from the NCAA. Keep your fingers crossed.
You expect to hear this week from the NCAA, or?
they've got a lot of cases, so we'll wait and be patient. Tell them to take as much time as they need. Just make a really good choice.
Did they tell you the SC appeal comes first before the ZO?
I did not ask that question. No.
You want me to call them?
Will you do that? Yeah.